Hello YouTubers, this is Hooch Rock's channel. Thank you for visiting my channel. I want to tell you about a local Halloween story that you probably never heard. This is the city of Rialto and Fontana related. Bank heist and disappearance. Roger Lee Williams, 27 years old, had been assistant manager of the Security First National Bank's branch in Fontana. The theft of $197,000 in cash and $377,000 in negotiable traveler's checks and blank money orders was discovered in July when the jammed bank vault was opened. Missing was $158,900 in traveler's checks, 600 blank money orders, and a cash log, a total of $536,428. Williams disappeared with his girls, Kelly, age 4, and Rochelle, age 5, during the night of July 15th, along with family station wagon and a revolver. The two daughters of a mild-mannered bank executive who disappeared last July with the children and $500,000 from a bank vault returned to their home last night to ask their mother trick or treat. Mrs. Joanne Williams said when she opened her door, a woman standing with the children asked, "Do you know these girls?" Miss Williams said when the woman at her door first asked her if she knew the girls, she thought someone was playing a cruel joke on her. She said she reached over and lifted a mask from one of the girls and exclaimed, "Kelly, it's Kelly." Rochelle, dressed as a clown, stood with her sister. The woman told Mrs. Williams a man had contacted her through a babysitting agency, and she met him at a motel a block from the Williams home at about 6:30 p.m. He was registered as William Lee and paid her for 3 hours babysitting, then left and said the man wore a beard and had dyed hair. She said he drew a map of directions to the Williams home and told her to take the children trick-or-treating until 8:30 p.m., then take them home. The girls, dressed in masks and Halloween costumes, turned up on their mother's doorstep Monday night as trick-or-treaters. "When I saw them, I completely broke down and cried," said the mother, Joanne Williams. "You don't know how wonderful it is to have something you love back again." The girls were accompanied by a professional babysitter. She said she'd been hired by Williams an hour earlier at a nearby motel. FBI agents said they found some money in the motel room and located a small trailer which Williams earlier had brought to the motel. Mrs. Williams said the girls apparently were in good condition. She said Kelly told her, "Mommy, we've been on a long vacation, even on an airplane ride. Daddy brought us lots of clothes and toys and took us lots of nice places," the little girl said. "He had lots of money, bank money. He kept it in a suitcase." Rochelle Williams described for newsmen how she and her tiny sister Kelly spent a 103-day vacation with their father Roger Lee Williams before he kissed them goodbye Monday night and said he was going to Alaska. The capture. Williams was arrested in a downtown gambling casino last Thursday night after Mrs. Burton recognized him while she and her husband were sitting at a blackjack table. Mrs. Doris Burtman, 37, a Fontana waitress, turned to her husband at a Las Vegas blackjack table and said, "Ed, that's Roger Williams." Ed Burton, 39, told her, "Will you shut up? I got my bet out there." Burton lost $5 on the deal. Williams, a fugitive ex-banker from Rialto, lost $150,000 in his freedom. Mrs. Burton, who'd been a waitress years ago, waited on Williams frequently. April 5th, 1967, Security First National Bank announced yesterday it will present Mrs. Doris Burton of Fontana with a $5,000 reward tomorrow for her part in the capture of fugitive Rialto banker Roger Lee Williams. Burton said he and his wife have received about a dozen crank calls since they returned home last Friday. "We have an answer for them and they usually hang up right away. We have some friends with whom we've been friends for years who won't have anything to do with us anymore," he added. Burton said his wife gets a mixed chorus of congratulations and chops at a San Bernardino restaurant where she is a waitress. "Some say nice things, others just chew her up into little pieces," he said, "but we are convinced we did the right thing." FBI agents recovered about $150,000 total in cash from his Las Vegas motel room, his car, and an apartment Williams rented at a motel in Pinedale near Fresno. Also recovered were the $337,000 in cashier's checks, money orders, and traveler's checks reported taken in the theft last July, and an electric check writing machine. FBI agents are trying to trace Williams' movements during his 8 months of freedom to the night of his capture in the hope of determining what happened to about $47,300 in cash that is unaccounted for. Yeah, good luck. Sources in Las Vegas say Williams had a premonition he would be caught last Thursday after he left a theater where he saw the movie How to Succeed in Business Without Really Trying. Sentencing. The judge sentenced Roger Lee Williams, the 30-year-old Rialto bank executive who absconded with $500,000 in cash and securities from a Fontana bank in 1966, was sentenced yesterday to 8 years in federal prison. U.S. District Court Judge William P. Gray handed down the sentence after saying in open court that Williams' theft from the Fontana branch of Security First National Bank was not a compulsive move. The theft was thoroughly planned and rehearsed and reads like a detective story. Williams' attorney, C. Patrick Milligan, requested probation for his client, saying that Williams was a decent young man all his life until his theft. A probation report showed that Williams planned the theft, which occurred last July 14th, for at least a month, and get this, he used a paperclip to jam the bank's intricate vault lock mechanism. Wow, a simple paperclip can cost $500,000. In his job, Williams was intimately familiar with the lock mechanisms and burglar alarms on all regional bank branches.